It's
Oh shit!
fuck
Just
it.
like that. We're like that.
This fucking gets. I guess so, man. I guess so.
So we have
This
another.
episode is brought to you by fucking Fresca.
No, it's not.
What?
Right before we started, Brady had another Cowboy Bebop moment when he when he found out that they're making a Metal Gear Solid movie.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Hey, man. Look. Nobody cares enough for me to go on this rant, so I'm not.
Including me. Including me.
Exactly. I'm not gonna. Just. I don't think that they should ever make a Metal Gear Solid movie, mainly because I don't think that people should give Hideo Kojima any more attention, because I think he's a fucking idiot, and they shouldn't be like, this guy deserves a movie, because none of his fucking video games ever make sense. So fuck Hideo Kojima, fuck Metal Gear Solid, fuck Oscar Isaac, fuck it all.
People who love Metal Gear Solid really fucking love Metal Gear Solid.
That's the weird part too, is because like I've only actually ever played 2 of them.
I've never played one.
6, I think there is now. I played Metal Gear Solid 5 and I played Metal Gear Solid 3. Those are the only 2 I've played fully, which are regarded as the best ones. And they're great games, but I also I'm not a fan of the entire series, so I can see that the writer is up his own ass so far that nobody can find him. So I just don't think that they should give him any more credit. It's like JJ Abrams. Like, I don't think people should give JJ Abrams any more screen time.
I don't know. People really love Lost and stuff.
That's fine, but here's the thing: I don't care how good Lost is. It's not. It doesn't equal out.
I gotta watch Lost because I fucking love David Lindelof.
David Lindelof, sure, fuck it, sure.
Watch The Leftovers.
JJ ain't shit.
Metal Gear Solid is that it's the games with like all the cutscenes, right? That's like
that's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The games are like borderline like interactive movies, where it's like they almost have been known for like crazy soap opera-esque storylines and like ridiculously long cutscenes. Like I know MGS4 ends with like a literal hour-long cutscene to like almost a feature-length film to like round off the storyline, which I get it to an extent, like sure, whatever. It's technically the chronological ending of all of them, but it's like, why the fuck are we making a movie then?
Because it'll make money, probably.
I guess.
I'm surprised they didn't do a mini series like Last of Us is doing a mini series, which I looked into that recently. Who the fuck is the guy making it?
Oh, it's the guy who made fuck. I was literally just talking about this on Discord with Sam.
I'm gonna find it in 2 seconds.
God, 1 sec. Let me see if I can figure out who it is.
It has the little girl from Game of Thrones in it. That's hilarious.
It's the guy who made.
It's gonna
Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl. That's what it was. Neil Druckmann and Craig Mazin.
It's fine, but I don't know.
Oh, he was a writer on the actual video games. Okay.
Did you hear about what the creator of that Halo show said recently?
That show looks like shit.
Did you hear what the guy said?
I saw the trailer recently and it looked like junk, but what did he say?
The writing team said they're like, so none of us have ever played a Halo game in our lives, and we never will, and we refuse to get lore for this. We literally just like read a bunch of shit about what the storyline is, and we're trying to make our own version of the story. We want to make our own IP, sci-fi IP, and it's like, then why did you fucking do it with an IP that has so many fans?
Why? That's
Fucking
so rude.
Sickos.
That's so rude.
They've fully admitted they're making a TV show series about a video game series that they've never played. None of them have.
Who did they have to ask for the rights to that? Like Microsoft or like 343?
I fucking have no idea. But whoever did it, it's fine. Whatever. I don't care. But everything's disappointing.
Is that the same thing? What's his name? Who's the guy who made District 9?
Neil Blomkamp.
Wasn't he supposed to make a Halo movie for like the last decade? And it for whatever, like, is this his thing?
No, it's not. He made, what happened was he was like a part of like some Halo movie that was allegedly coming out with like Spielberg involved and stuff like that. and they made that. I don't know if you ever saw that like really gritty live action thing that came out like 10 years ago. It was like a short test film thing with like a bunch of elites a bunch of brutes at fighting ODST soldiers and shit. And basically it got canceled after that. And
did it come out around the same time Halo 3 ODST came out?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It wasn't a promotional thing. They were like trying to make it's
Okay.
like a test footage, and like it looks like shit because it's like a test footage, but it's test footage, and they got it canceled. And, like the funding got pulled from it. So what ended up happening was Neil Blomkamp ended up allegedly buying out all of the props for it, and that's how they made all the props for District 9. Is they're a bunch of
Really
deck Halo props. They like bought out the company that had all those props or some shit and ended up using a lot of them for his movies.
That's
like,
kind of interesting.
Yeah,
just fucking yoink them. All right, fair play.
Like an auction or some shit.
Well, did the thing, the ODST thing got made, right? Or no, it never got made.
Did.
No, not the game. The Neil what's
Blomkamp thing? No, Neil Blomkamp just owns Oats now. So
come again?
Oats, it's like his studio.
Oh, I thought you meant like he had a farm
I think
somewhere.
we've talked about this on the podcast, or I've talked about this with somebody recently. Neil Blomkamp owns like a studio called Oats, and they have like a YouTube channel where you can watch 90% of stuff. But basically, he picks up really small creators that have like really big, ambitious ideas for short films and sci-fi, like he did, and he like funds them and takes like a cut of it and makes these like pretty interesting. I've seen like a good handful of them, like pretty interesting, visually crazy stuff.
That's pretty tight. Honestly, I haven't seen anything from him other than District 9.
It's all bad.
I like District 9 though. So
it's it's not all bad. Fuck it. I think Chappie's fun. I think they're fun movies. And I think Elysium, like look, above all else, Neil Blomkamp is like Nicholas Winding Refn in a way where it's like I'll always have fun watching Neil Blomkamp movies because they're extremely stylistic and the props are always really cool and the universes that he creates are cool. Whereas like Winding Refn is like so aesthetically pleasing that like I can watch movies that are regarded as bad by him.
And that Oats thing seems like pretty fucking rad, honestly. Good for him.
I love any big director that has helped that is helping smaller directors create things. It's pretty cool because I'm actually gonna get into a rant really badly at some point in this podcast about movies, like about the entirety of movies and art and stuff like that. So be prepared for that. But
before we do that, happy Green Monster Day to all those who celebrate. It's Green Monster Day.
It's Green Monster Day, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what Green Monster Day is, it's the first day of like what we deem as like springtime. We went out today and we got a green monster because we've been eating better and stuff like that. So we haven't had a lot of sugar-free drinks. So we got a green monster today and we drove around and we had a good day. It was a good day.
So wish your families, your loved ones a happy Green Monster Day. This will come out after Green Monster Day.
Get your grandpa Green Monster. Tomorrow's Green Monster Day too.
The beautiful thing about Green Monster Day is you can pick whatever day you want.
I was gonna say Green Monster Day is any day. But once you have the Green Monster, then it's not Green Monster Day anymore.
Exactly. So once you decide, once you hear this podcast and you decide, you pick a day, try to pick a day with like nice weather, blue sky, good stuff. And then
sit in your backyard,
celebrate with yours and your family, you know. Because we had fun.
We do have fun.
We like to have fun.
We have fun until I got now that I'm home, I'm miserable right now and I don't know why, but
I took a nap and I woke up and I got the pre-cold feeling.
Man.
Yeah. And like it's not too bad.
If you get strep throat, I'll kill myself.
There's no way it's strep throat. There's no way.
I don't have strep throat anymore.
It can't be strep throat. I won't let it be strep throat.
Man,
I downed a ton of vitamins. I took fucking every vitamin under the sun.
Good choice. For anybody wondering, because we made the last episode like only a few days ago because we were late because I was sick. For anybody who didn't hear that episode, we ended up fucking going to London, Ontario, which is like 3 hours away to go see
a lot farther than I thought it was going to be,
to go see Spanish love songs in the Wonder Years. And it was great. Like
great show.
Seeing Spanish love songs is amazing. I don't know, because it's like one of my favorite, one of Evan's favorite bands. So, and they're not really around often, so it was like it was amazing to see them. But it was a lot for me being like, that was the first day I felt like good after being like the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. So like it wasn't fun for like most of that show for me. Like I threw up in the bathroom at this venue, and I was just like standing there like, and it was a lot. It was
You threw up in the bathroom, and that wasn't even the biggest L I saw somebody took at that concert.
Bro, like I fell down the stairs.
This dude fell down
and his butt crack was out.
Dude, not just his butt crack, his whole ass came out of his pants. It was incredible how he managed to do that.
Dude, whole ass came out. I said, I can't wait to see Dan Campbell sing the hits. He said, I want to see came out swinging live, and then his ass came out swinging.
His ass did come out swinging. I couldn't tell if he was like drunk or not. Was he drunk? Because I saw him halfway down the staircase because I heard him falling. I turned around and full moon. It was crazy.
Yeah,
me and I were just like, ooh, tough look. But his boys came and helped. They got him up, got him together, pulled his pants up.
It was a good show.
And we bounced back.
It was a good show.
Mm-hmm. Also, when we were leaving, there was a girl nursing an injury, it seemed.
Oh yeah, the girl with the big ice pack on her head, like she got fucking bonked with a cartoon hammer.
It was just a bloodbath, I guess, at this concert.
Yeah, it was a lot, which is wild.
But I had fun.
It's not that kind of show, so I thought it was gonna be less people fucking eating shit and getting bonked in the head and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was saying to you when we were leaving, it's like that one time I saw this dude fucking like, I guess what happened was he got kicked in the face and his tooth like came through his lip at Heart Attack Man. And he was just like walking out like, oh, like smiling, just like blood everywhere. And I was like, man, that dude went crazy to him. That guy saw Hammy and he went crazy. He saw Hammy.
I hope that happens to me at Kenny Hoopla, honestly.
I hope Kenny kicks me in the face.
I want to leave with blood on my shirt.
I want him to write the Addy on my dirty white Vans.
Oh, we gotta wear the dirty white Vans.
Brought the Addy to the party on my dirty white Vans. Oh, you good?
Excuse me. Yeah, okay. Muted my bike. My mic.
You guys riding a bike?
Because that was supposed to
ride a bike.
Muted my bike.
And I had a beetle. I can make a beetle.
I burped.
What else? What do we got? We're gonna talk about this for at least a bit because I'm very happy about this. You watched Inside, Bo Burnham's special, which is wild because you are somebody I know of, and it's also like most people I know who really don't like him very much.
No, so my experiences with Bo Burnham have strictly been YouTube clips of his stand-up. Because he had a YouTube channel, right? Yeah,
that's what
I had never seen a Netflix special from his or a full front to back special at all. I've only ever seen clips of him.
And to the blind eye, at least, especially even until Inside came out,
I was super young as well when I
and like I even until like Inside came out, I was pretty like okay with people like me being a fan of him. I was pretty okay with people like shitting on him because it was like he's
I didn't even
corny a lot of the time, and
I didn't even ever shit on him. I just watched his stuff and went not for me, and then that was the last time I even thought about Bo Burnham until last year when the special came out.
To as far as like comedy goes, like musical comedy is only so much that you can deal with to an extent. But I will go on record and say like I am pretty positive that like Inside is like a phenomenal art piece, and I kind of will stand by that till I die kind of thing. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it, because if not, we would have had a lot of arguments about it. So I don't know if we want to get into it.
Yeah, we can get into the thing.
For anybody who hasn't seen it, go watch it on Netflix. Completely shot, created, edited, and like music and everything was by him, which is like, even if you are not a fan of the comedy or the whatever the fuck it is, if it's not even technically comedy, even if you're not a fan of the actual thing, it's like it's impressive on a creating standpoint, like what he did.
Even like if you like technical filmmaking, you can give it a shot. Like the lighting and editing and everything in it's really, really good.
Also, if you're like a very existential person, I was about to say it's a great watch. It might not be a great watch in a way too. It's definitely like, I would say, a cognito hazard. It's if you watch it in the wrong light, you might end up really
upset. I told Duffet and my brother Ryan about it, who both have also never seen it, and I said, just make sure you're in a decent headspace if you're gonna watch it. Because so I'll get to the reason why I finally watched it is because on the way home from the concert, we were listening to a bunch of the songs from it, and up until that night, I'd only ever heard
That Funny Feeling,
all Eyes on Me, the Jeffrey Bezos thing, and what did you say? That Funny Feeling.
That Funny Feeling, yeah.
So, and those songs I liked, I had All Eyes on Me saved without even seeing the special, because I was like, I think that's a pretty dark, ominous song. So I had nothing to do the other night, so I watched it, and it's a fucking trip, man. Like the slow decline into, I don't even want to say like insanity. I don't know what it just.
Like
it's
bleak.
A good.
It's like a
if
black
you like
hole.
watching somebody spiral, check it out.
I think like without getting into like super pretentious art bullshit, it's like one of the most honest pieces of media ever, even though I understand that it was written and curated and edited and released by him. So it's like he only showed us what he wanted to show us, but it's like commendable how fucking honest it is, and how like not a lot of comedians there's not very many comedians that I see of, or even like artists in general, who like are as okay with showing, like there's a lot of artists who are okay with talking about like writer's block and like depression and stuff like that, but it's like
but this is
like a vlog, essentially like a 1 hour vlog over like a year of a guy just battling all of the demons he possibly can.
Yeah, he takes all the, I don't know, I guess the difficult things about being an artist, being a performer, being a comedian,
also just being a person right now,
being a person, and he like honestly displays it pretty fucking beautifully.
He's got good words for it.
And I don't even know what you call it, because it's kind of a film, it's kind of a comedy special, it's kind of a musical. It's like a one-man show.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't even know, because like when I remember when it first came out, like people being like, "Oh, is it like a comedy special and or is it like a movie?" And I was like, it's neither technically, but it's both. Like it's definitely a scripted thing, but it's like there's plenty of unscripted parts in it, and it's like it blurs the line really. Before I'd say like the best way to put it without being like super pretentious about it is like it is like a performance art piece. It's just like but it's like a very honest look at like a performance art piece, where it's like not some guy trying to like force his artistic vision and message down your throat. It's more of just like, this is what goes into being an artist right now, and also like this is what goes into just like being a young person.
We could talk about themes for fucking hours in this end of this film, like so I'd say, I don't know, just go in and like take what you can from it, because it'll take probably quite a few watches for me at least to figure out exactly what he's going to say.
Yeah,
and at the very least on a service level, it's got some catchy tunes, and there's
some funny moments.
There's some parts that are fucking hilarious. There's a scene in this movie, for those of you who've seen it, the streaming
make him cry
parody, yeah, the streaming parody scene, that like I haven't laughed at anything like that in a long time.
It's pretty good, and
it fucking killed me.
It's so weird, man. I also think like I think that Bo Burnham has like a very like a stigma almost about him, or whatever. People like, I know a lot of people who just don't like him just because, which is fine. Like I said, musical comedy is like not really a thing, and like even me being a fan for a very long time, looking back on like even his first special and all of his old YouTube videos and stuff like that, I'm like, it's very cringy. But like I feel like going in and not thinking like this is a comedy special by a guy I like or don't like just going in and being like, let's watch this. I think you can, like you said, take what you can from it. I think it's a very
imagine somebody putting their biggest insecurities and being at their most vulnerable state on camera for a year straight during a pandemic.
And I think also a big thing is that I can say this confidently. I don't know very many people at least who did do this, but like I'd say it's it's definitely a solitary experience. I wouldn't watch it with friends assuming you're gonna have a great time.
No, I definitely wouldn't watch it with friends.
I will, however, say this goes for like all like movies that I find, or like things that I find that are like a cognito hazard when it comes to like things like existentialism and just like depression and stuff. It's like, if you are somebody who that is like very, very, very susceptible to it, I guess I would say either skip this or watch it with somebody. Watch it, you know what I mean? Watch it with people that can help you get out of a hole if you end up in a hole watching this thing, because it's definitely like we're making jokes about it and being like, oh, it's funny and stuff like that, but it's like, even like, you said, I had the experience too, where it's like the first time I watched it, like that entire night and like the day after, I was like kind of not okay with a lot of
stuff. I watched it not last night, the night before,
and then all of yesterday you were like fucking not okay.
Until I woke up this morning, I was like just like thinking about it. It felt like it was just like weighing on my mind. It was like, ugh.
That's good art though.
It's just icky. It really makes you think
about not good things.
Yeah, about some not okay stuff.
He hits the nail on the head with a lot of things.
I think the reason I like it so much is because that's somebody, and I'm Brady, obviously you can relate to this as well. That's somebody who just thinks about the world in the same way we do,
and then they put it in like good words.
And then they explain it better than I can even explain it to myself in my own head. And you go, oh, this guy understands it.
It's definitely like we could be saying this and some people could watch it and be like, that was whatever, like that didn't hit me the same way. But it's like,
for sure,
if you're anybody like us, be weary when you watch it.
That's why I recommended it to Duffet. I said like, hey man, I've never really been a huge fan of Bo Burnham before, and I know that he hasn't either. And I was like, I would give it a shot, because honestly it's really friggin' good and thought-provoking. I don't know, I just liked it.
It's good. It's a good. It's also just like fucking silly and funny. The Jeffrey Bezos song is good.
There's a healthy amount of silly in it.
Yeah, the first half of it I'd say is very silly.
It teeters the line for a lot.
I will also say it's really nice to watch a straight white comedian acknowledge the fact that he is a fucking straight white comedian, in the same way that like I know at least like I always say that the reason why I think I like this podcast a lot, and like it's only because Than brought it up, is that Than said one time that he likes our podcast because we are just two straight white dudes who know that nothing that we say should matter and nobody should listen to us because we're just two fucking white dudes from the suburbs. And it's nice when other people acknowledge that too.
And he comes from a place of quite a bit of is privilege the word? I guess privilege, just because he has money, you know.
Yeah and he was like
it's like an extra layer. Yeah,
pretty white and wealthy and religious and stuff. I don't know. Watch that special if you want. It's not fucking.
Well, that's a review of the thing.
I'm going under the Dext.
The Dext.
I'm going the Dext. I'm going under the Dext.
Yeah, so that was our little
review of something that's been out for a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Even I watched it like a few months late.
I don't know.
Thinking about Poot Lovato a lot.
I also think about Poot Lovato a lot.
I'm thinking about Poot
probably way too much, to be honest.
I'm thinking about Poot. Speaking of Poots, you were at the gym today. You said that you smelled something stanky. What's up with that? Why do we smell burnt toast at the gym first and foremost? That was wild.
That's the second time I've smelled it. I think there's a break room for the employees.
Sure, or we're having strokes.
They must have a toaster. Well, I was getting a little worried.
He's burning it though.
Lately, I've been getting fucking crazy brain zaps. Every once in a while, just a shooting pain in my head. It's been happening.
Which is weird because you're not even on antidepressants, which is like that's the only time I ever get brain zaps is from that.
No, I'm 90% sure it's this. This is
the boof?
Yeah.
The jube? The jube. The jewel?
Jew, he says.
No, the jube.
Oh,
like Poot Lovato and jube.
I thought you said the Jew.
Yeah, the Jews. Those are the ones that are getting me.
They yeah. What are we talking about? The stinky stuff at the gym?
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, there's like
I saw a guy's butt crack today. I was pissed. Fuck.
We've been seeing way too many butt
If that
cracks.
guy, yeah, I guess so. If that guy's listening, next time I see your ass crack at the gym, I'm gonna climb in. I'm gonna fucking pull your pants down. I'm gonna put my toe in first, and I'm gonna climb in your body, and I'm gonna hit like 4 sets of fucking skull crushers. We're gonna fucking hit. I'm gonna hit fucking skull crushers, and then I'm gonna get out of your body so you're in pain.
You're gonna wear him like a suit, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear him like a meat suit,
Like
my
the
little
bad vegan.
Yeah, like the fucking bad vegan. Which fucking somebody watch that and DM us about it because I need to talk to anybody about the fucking show.
Your mouth was so wide open there. Holy shit.
A
It was like
yawn.
that. It was like staring
Fuck
into
you,
a black
dude. I was yawning.
into a black hole. That was sick.
Oh wait, can you see my tonsils?
Oh god, don't show the. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Or no, that's your uvula.
Yeah, no, we're good. My tonsils are fine now. You can't
And
see them
that
now.
video is gonna get taken down.
Why? Someone's gonna screenshot my sweet little throat,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like, "Oh, really?
The little dangly boy in the back of your throat.
Ooh, so it's a girl house."
Iconic fucking line.
Texas Backshot Massacre. What were we laughing at today? Oh, yo, hey, don't send me videos of guys breaking their fucking legs anymore, eh? Like, what the fuck?
Every time I see one, I have to show
This guy sends me a
everybody I know.
video, and it's fine. The caption, he sent me a video with the message, "That guy's leg is done." And I went, I'm gonna watch it anyways, knowing that it was gonna be a guy breaking his leg. This guy breaking his leg sideways, and I realized like I'm really okay with blood and gore and stuff like that. People like hyperextending their legs and stuff like that is like, I'm done. That's good. I'm okay.
Wait,
What are you doing?
here you go, YouTube. This guy.
I'm not watching. I'm looking away.
Oh, there it goes. That's a torn
looking away.
PCL, ACL, MCL.
We mean torn dude, it's not torn anything. He broke his leg sideways.
Fibula, tibula, fucking
Meniscus.
everything. Meniscus done. ACL done.
Arachnophobia.
I said ALS.
ALS also done.
Done. Finished. Gone. We cured it, Lou.
Oh, yo, you know what I was thinking about today?
Put Lovato again.
It really do be like that, eh?
What's that?
Can they stop making superhero movies?
Oh, here we go.
Can they stop though?
Here we go.
No, it's not.
Is this the thing you wanted to?
No, that rant is something else. But can they stop, please?
No.
Okay.
Like that's the simple answer. Nah.
You know what? I saw this interview thingy with Nicolas Cage being like, I don't know why people knock superhero movies. Because he was like, they just bring people joy. And like that's fine. And like that, sure, Nick Cage, that's fine. But also, no, shut up. Stop making superhero movies.
It brings people joy the same way like McDonald's does.
Yeah. No.
It tastes good. It doesn't do a goddamn thing for you. It makes you dumber.
Makes me fat.
Yeah. Watching Marvel's
Rock
X-Men.
and roll McDonald's. No, I don't know, man. I just like
McDonald's though.
I don't want to see movies anymore. I've decided. I don't think I'm gonna watch any more movies.
Well, you saw one yesterday.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna watch any more ever again.
That's the last of it. That was the last one.
Yeah, I had an existential spiral about it, and I got really fucking mad, and I thought I was gonna punch myself in the face yesterday. So I just was like, maybe I shouldn't watch movies anymore.
About what? Superhero movies?
No, about movies in general. I'm going
Okay,
under the desk.
So we're doing the rant now.
I just I don't know how to put it into words without just like fucking losing my temper. So I'm probably gonna lose my temper.
Do it.
I don't think there should be movies anymore. I don't.
Okay, elaborate.
Nope.
Go ahead. Yep. Yes, you have to. Elaborate.
That's it.
Nope.
I think it's like this. I don't think there should be any movies anymore.
Because
they're not for you.
Me?
And they're not for me either. And they're not for any of you listening or anybody out there right now.
Keep going. Who are they for?
No one. So stop making them. They're not for anybody. They're done. It's done. This is the fucking problem.
Here we go. He leaned up to his to the monitor and the webcam.
This is what I was thinking. This is the thing that pissed me off. I'm trying to think of how to put it into words without sounding like a crazy person. The world that we live in now, with all the movies we are coming out now, like Disney, with like the Disney owning everything and all this shit like that, is they and like Letterboxd fucking dorks and shit like that, like those kind of people, they make it seem like movies are like every movie should be for everybody, and I'm tired of it, and I don't like that anymore, and I don't like it because there is no such thing anymore as a movie coming out and not being like, or movies are art, right? I don't care. So there's no such thing anymore as like a piece of art coming out, like a movie, and it just not being for you. It has to be bad if it's not for you. And I'm fucking tired of that, because these companies like Marvel and stuff like that, who make these movies that are just like accessible popcorn flicks for every single person, have given all these people this world where that's the only movies that can exist, because everything else is either too experimental or too this or too that. And it's like, just accept the fact that sometimes shit isn't for you, because maybe sometimes you're too dumb for it, or maybe sometimes it's just not in your wheelhouse, and nobody accepts that anymore. So the only movies that come out are movies for everybody, and that's the thing. And that's why I don't think movies should exist anymore, because they shouldn't be for everybody. In fact, they should be for a lot less than anybody. They don't reward artists anymore, or directors or creators or writers, for making art for them or for people like them. They only do it, they only reward and they punish everybody who tries to do that, and they only reward people for making things accessible to everybody, or else some Letterboxd nerd is going to say this movie is bad because they didn't get it or it wasn't for them. Like, a dude who loves a movie like Back to the Future, I'm sorry, but like a movie like fucking Rosemary's Baby is not going to be for you. And because it's not for you, instantly it's like, what, that's bad now. And that's the thing, is people think that their opinion is, it's not about preference anymore, it's about their opinion, where it's like, and that's why I'm okay with saying a lot of movies aren't for me, but I'm not okay with saying like the Marvel movies or like the Star Wars movies are not for me, because they shouldn't be for anybody, because they're rewarding people for the lowest common denomination, and I'm fucking tired of it. And it's making me so fucking angry, where it's like, I see so many good movies get bad reviews because clearly the people, I'm not saying like they didn't get it, like I'm saying I'm smarter than them. It wasn't for them. It didn't resonate with them. So they instantly are like, this movie's bad. And then they get media assassinated by a bunch of Letterboxd nerds who only watch movies that are made by A24.
Well, when you have a big studio like Disney or Warner Brothers or whoever, most of the time you have somebody who's not an artist at the top of the helm controlling it. And what do they want to do? They're not an artist, they're a business person. What do they want to do? They want to make money.
But it's like they fuck over so many people. It's like, I was thinking about two perfect examples of this is like, one is like, I think one of the biggest reasons why I was thinking about this is because, so I saw the movie X yesterday. For anybody who didn't know, that's what the movie that Evan was saying I went to go see, and I really liked it. I thought it was great, and it made me think like, why isn't there any more like exploitation grindhouse movies? And that's not because I like that is because I like grindhouse and like crazy blood and gore and stuff like that. But like, it's not even, I think subconsciously it's because I like movies that don't give a fuck, and movies that are made for clearly fucking them. Like the directors made that movie for them and only them, and I like that shit. And I'm tired of, and like nobody does that anymore, because nobody has the fucking balls to do that. Because like, you look at a perfect example, it's like you look at Nicholas Winding Refn, who made Drive, but it's like before that he made Valhalla Rising and like Pusher, which like Pusher, fucking phenomenal series of like very grindy independent horror, or not horror, independent crime thrillers. Then he made like Valhalla Rising, which is like a really weird artsy kind of grindy exploitation-ish movie, like very independent. And then he made Drive, and people were like, oh wow, Drive, like very 70s inspired exploitation, like neo-noir. And then he makes a movie, then he goes, fuck it, I'm making movies for me kind of thing still. So he ends up making like Only God Forgives, and people immediately like, this guy's career's over. It's like, because why? Because you didn't think it was for you, or like you didn't like it because it didn't resonate with you. And it's like, but the amount of effort and passion that's put into it is negated because you didn't resonate with the idea of it or the aesthetic of it or like whatever it was. So immediately it's like it's null and void because fucking Joe Schmo at fucking Letterbox Media says that it's not his fucking cup of tea, or a bunch of dumbasses who fucking took 2 online courses on fucking film and watch a handful of Ryan Hollinger and fucking tips from the screenplay videos, and they think, oh, fucking, no offense to Ryan Hollinger, he's my favorite film YouTuber, by the way. They like it's bullshit, man. It's like a bunch of dudes watch fucking YMS videos and they think immediately that they're fucking god tier when it comes to reviewing movies, and then instantly you got all these directors. Like another perfect example of a director who has been fucked royally by like these money hungry whores, and they killed his fucking career, is like Adam Wingard, who made fucking, is that his name? Is Adam Wingard, right?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Who made fucking, he made You're Next. He made The Guest, which like The Guest is one of my favorite thriller movies ever. It's one of the best like modern close thing to a grindhouse 70s 80s exploitation indie horror movies. Then he made You're Next, which is like reinventing the wheel when it comes to fucking home invasion movies. And then the big studios picked him up and they're like, hey man, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna make the sequel to the Blair Witch Project and the live action fucking Death Note movie. And they're like, have fun with that. And you know damn well if he tried to fucking do anything even remotely, this is what I'm saying. And then people immediately like, this guy's fucked. This guy's a terrible director. And it's like, how you're telling me that this guy made 2 feature-length films that were fucking phenomenal, and also he made a bunch of shit in VHS and a bunch of other short films. And then he just falls off, and he happens to fall off the minute that a giant company gets him. Bull fucking shit, dude. It's fucking bullshit, man. It makes me so fucking angry. It's like you punish any director who has like any form of like passion or like a new idea. God forbid they fuck you like that. It's stupid.
So I kind of agree. I kind of disagree. So to the point of making accessible movies and playing it safe, and studios like doing that, I don't think it has much to do with like letterbox people and shit, or just the way audiences react to a movie. I think it's more what you can put on a trailer and on a poster and what will make people just go woo, like that was fun. It's not quite, I don't think, what am I trying to say?
You don't think there's a problem with people
I don't think it's
immediately review bombing a movie or saying that it is bad because it didn't give them something personally?
that is a problem. Yeah,
I think that's a fucking huge problem.
But I don't think that's why you get less like or maybe not independent, original.
Oh god, no, that's just part of the problem. The bigger part of the problem is the fact that there are so many phenomenal ideas and phenomenal full films out there that we will never see because fucking these companies only care about money, and they only care about the reviews and stuff like that. So they'll only release the shit that they think is going to make money. And that therefore immediately, because they go, everything has to be accessible. And it's bullshit, because like not everything can be accessible. So fuck.
Well, they're right. They're wrong, but they're right, you know, because all these really safe, shitty movies make a shit ton of money. And it's very rare where you get like a nice, like good original film by somebody who gives half a fuck that makes any sort of money.
That's the thing. And it's just like,
so it's on studios to fund creative and thought-provoking directors and filmmakers and stuff, but it's also on audiences to go see them. Like it's really friggin' annoying that these movies get phased out from showings and stuff at your local theaters. There's a reason why.
And it's like it's on a lot of fucking people. I just think people need to fucking be better at consuming things. I think people need to be better at consuming art and show these fucking these giant fucking walking wallets that were more intelligent than these fucking shit movies that they're constantly forcing down our throats.
But I don't think that I don't think this is going to be the most pretentious thing I've ever said. I don't think that most people are above just being a drone at a screen clapping for Spider-Man or Batman.
But this is what I'm saying.
I don't have faith at all.
This is why I'm saying this. It's because of shit. Literally generation after generation after fucking generation. And like, especially right now, it's like the world is taking fucking people who have ideas and who have artistic value and going, none of that matters. You have money, you make people, you can make people laugh, you can make people cry, you can do this. Okay, how do we profit off of you? And how do we feed you to other people? And it's like, then you have these, it's just such fucking stupid shit. It's like, I think that we all deserve better when it comes to consuming art. And I think that if we were in a different fucking world or a different place where we were constantly absorbing cooler ideas in movies, I'm not saying that blockbusters are not allowed. I'm saying blockbusters shouldn't be the fucking running thing in movies. I'm saying that if you're right. They're like, the average person is not going to fucking is the person saying they're clapping at the Marvel movies. But it's like, if we had better movies more accessible to people, or better art in general that is more accessible to people, then we wouldn't be like this.
Yeah,
we wouldn't all be sitting around like, when's the next Doctor Strange movie coming out?
Picture a movie like Parasite, foreign film, got a lot of press because it won the Oscar.
God bless that.
Everybody who I've shown the movie to, there's only a handful of people, but the handful of people that I've shown it to, I don't know if I would take them to like watch and enjoy a South Korean film all the way through, and they all did. So it's obviously possible, and I know that's what I'm saying.
It is possible.
So it is possible.
We don't give these people enough fucking credit, and then like one director will fucking release one director that has like a decent vibe going for them will release one thing that is not for everybody, and boom, review bomb to shit, their career's over. So it's like, what is the point if like, of course we are the only thing that directors can do right now and creators could do right now is create the safest possible boring schlock, because you're going to get the funding pulled out of you, and then the only thing you have the funding's pulled out of you is your fan base, right? Your people who are running for you. But it's like, if your fan base is taken away by a handful of people who are just like, this is stupid, I didn't like it, there you go, there goes an entire visionary that could have created something new. And it just makes
how
me
much
very,
influence
very
do you think a director's name has in, let's say, how a movie does at the box office? Like what handful of directors can sell a movie just based on their name on the poster?
Perfect example, Jordan Peele.
Okay.
You want to know how I know this? Because how many people actually realized that Jordan Peele did not direct the new Candyman the minute they walked into the movie and they saw it was not by him? A lot of fucking people. They put his name on it, and people assumed instinctively, they're like, oh, I'll see it because Jordan Peele. I'm one of them. I wouldn't have saw a Candyman remake if Jordan Peele or somebody that big wasn't a part of it. Another person is Quentin Tarantino. People will see anything that guy makes, which is crazy because that guy makes some fucking stinkers. Martin Scorsese. A lot of people will see that's why they advertise, like a perfect example, that Men trailer. It's like they're like, oh, from the creator of Ex Machina. So like, if you aren't the name, then you are the movie. Where it's like, that guy, nobody knows that guy's name, but they go, oh, it's from the creator of Ex Machina and Annihilation. And you're like, oh shit, I know those movies.
I like those movies. Yeah.
It's like there are the big names that draw people to movies.
It's a short list. Yeah.
Dude, perfect example. You want to know a perfect example? Perfect example of one is how many people did not give, I am literally one of them, who didn't give an inkling of a little bit of a fuck, like 0% chance gave a fuck about a Doctor Strange movie until I heard that Sam Raimi was directing, and I went, you've piqued my interest at a 2% level now. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if that guy can pique my interest like that, and if they don't say Sam Raimi, for the people who don't know who Sam Raimi is, if they go, from the guy who created the Spider-Man trilogy, the original Spider-Man trilogy, and Evil Dead, you go, oh, okay. Perfect example, bro. Yeah. How many fucking horror movie trailers go from the creator of Saw and The Conjuring? Because if you don't say James Wan, you just say that. That's all you need to say. Right. It's like, that's the fucking thing, man. You can get a character assassinated just like fucking that. It's over for you.
I don't get the character assassination point that you're making. I don't know what you mean.
I'm saying things like somebody like fucking Adam Wingard, where it's like he makes two bad movies because the studio fucks him in the ass, and boom, that guy's career's over as far as anybody asks. Because you bring up Adam Wingard, nobody goes, "Oh, the guy who made The Guest. Oh, the guy who made You're Next." Everyone goes, "Oh yeah, that's the guy who made the shitty fucking Death Note movie."
Oh, okay,
and you
now
go,
I see.
Really? Because what, the reviews bombed it? It's like when you go, "Oh, Nicholas,"
well,
people go, only God Forgives sucks," and you go, "Okay, cool," but like, or like you say, who's buddy who made fucking?
Could you play or I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second and say, is it if Adam Wingard didn't give a fuck about Godzilla versus King Kong or Blair Witch 2 or whatever, or Death Note, like, is it on him for taking the job or no?
No, I don't think it's on him for taking the job.
No. Okay.
I don't think it's on a artist and a creator when you go, "Hey, we like what you do. We want to give you money to do bigger things. We want you to be more successful than the fucking shoddy indie film fucking maker that's probably living paycheck to paycheck at this point. Mm-hmm. We want to make you into something bigger." And they go, "Okay." And then they go, "You want to create something? Hey, you know the Blair Witch Project? That was big influence for you. Do you want to create a sequel to it?" And you go, "That's a crazy thing to want to create a sequel to." And they go, "Well, it's either that or you don't get anything. Like, it's either that or nothing." Because let's be honest, none of these studios are going out to somebody like Adam Wingard being like, "We'll give you a lot of money to do whatever the fuck you want." They're going, "We think you'd be great for this movie, and you can take that movie," and I'm sure they don't say this to his face, but they go, "You can take this movie or you can't. And if you don't take it, that's fine, but you can go back to making your piddly little movies."
Mm-hmm. And struggling to find funding for them.
Perfect example. And it's like, there's plenty of people that like, they get lucky where it's like Sam Raimi had zero business making a Spider-Man movie. He's a fucking grindhouse movie director. But it's like they went, "Hey, you're big. We can make big money with this guy." And then they pick him up and he got lucky. He made two fucking phenomenal movies. And then they go, "Okay, you're getting a little ahead of yourself." And they fucking neuter him. So then he makes a bad Spider-Man movie. And sure, I'm not saying that it's
did that happen?
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit that he wanted to do that they didn't let him do. I'm not saying it's completely the artist's fault. It's fine. Some artists get a little bit ahead of themselves and they fuck things up. There are bad ideas all the time. I'm just saying that I am more okay with Bob Ross level happy accidents than I am okay with Suits in Money just being like, "You can't do this because of this." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think we can all agree on that. Is that we are more okay with an artist fucking up because they fucked up, like a director fucking up because they just tried to do something they shouldn't have done, than a director.
It happens
cut from studios, like studios cutting out.
It happens all the time that directors just fuck it up.
That's fine. I'd rather see a movie, like a perfect example is Only God Forgives, where it's like a movie that is clearly such a passion project and it's a flop because it's trying so fucking hard. And it's a director trying really hard. It's not a studio being like, "You can't do this, you can't do that." Give me the full image. Let the guy fall on his fucking ass. Let him fall on his ass fully. And then if the movie is a bad movie on paper, not like a "this wasn't for me" kind of thing. If it was a bad fucking movie, it's a bad movie. It's like a perfect example, man. I love the guy, David Ayer. It's like he made Suicide Squad, and you can tell that was probably a little bit of him, more of a studio thing. But then it's like they gave him all his freedom to make Bright, and that movie sucked. And it's like that, like he fell on his ass doing that. That was a passion project. But it's like there's a very, very big difference. I'm much more willing to watch an artist fail because they failed, because they tried something and didn't work. And that's the problem, I think, with like all movies and like the amount of money they have and the amount of money they're riding on, is like we don't give enough room for failure anymore. There's not enough movies that are just like fucking over, like trying so hard to be something and then flopping, because there's something very commendable, I think, about making something that is such a love project to somebody and it just sucks. There's something very commendable about that.
Looking up the box office performance for Blade Runner 2049.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's dying.
That's like a 1 in a million chance too, of a guy who got picked up by a gigantic studio and got to make something that shouldn't have been as good as it is.
Well,
Like,
yeah, they gave Denis Villeneuve movie. They gave him the freedom to do what he wanted,
and it worked
right?
out
So
perfectly.
and it worked
But
out.
that's also like that's not
But
a
hold.
dude. That's not a dude though that this is a completely different thing, but like that's not a guy who they gave him a movie that he didn't give a shit about. They gave him complete freedom to do a sequel to like allegedly one of his favorite movies. So there's
Yeah,
a lot riding on him.
and it made money, but it didn't make that much money. Like I'm sure it's Warner Brothers, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm sure Warner Brothers is like it made like 100 million worldwide.
Yeah, see, Warner Bros. Doesn't give a fuck
When
about
it
review scores either. They only give a fuck about the
oh,
money.
obviously. So it's pretty rare when you see what should be a blockbuster movie like Blade Runner get made by somebody who has one, a lot of control, and two, is talented, right? And it
Yeah,
made and it turned out to be an awesome movie and nobody saw it.
and that's
I
the
shouldn't
thing.
say I shouldn't say nobody. It did okay.
I think one of the big things that like makes me very mad is like thank God like this X movie is getting good reviews, which is good because I thought it was pretty good. But I think that like we lost a level of, and I may just be screaming into the void at this point about this, but it's like
What
we
we do.
lost we really, that is really what we do. I think we lost a level of like, I think one of the reasons why I think grindhouse and like exploitation movies are so important to me is because like we lost like a sense of like boots on the ground filmmaking, of people just making movies because they love to make movies. Like people like Sam Raimi making Evil Dead on a budget of literally whatever he had and whatever his friends could offer him for free. And it's like that kind of thing. Of course, like not every movie can be like that. Like you want a big budget movie, like watching a movie like that now, you're like, but it's like these movies that are like really like important to film in a way. Like what's that movie? This is bad because I haven't seen the one. Is it Tangerine that is shot all on an iPhone?
Yeah, the what's his name?
Either way, there's that movie, and then there's Unsane, which is also shot on an iPhone, which is a horror movie. Um, they both like those kind of things. Like they're very important, I think, and I think that like movies, like a perfect example is that X movie where it's like very very grindy practical effects, low budget to the extent of what I could tell, pretty low budget. Like we lost that, man. We lost that shit. We lost the passion and the drive to do things because everything can be done on a computer now. And it's like I sound like a fucking old boomer, but it's just like I feel like we lost a lot of the magic when people stopped caring about shit like that. And it makes me very, very, very sad because I think that kind of thing is very important to keep. Lose a lot of magic. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, I think it
Well,
made me very,
yeah, I
very
think, and
angry.
I
We
do agree,
strayed
and
too far.
we've talked about it a couple times, so I think people know where we stand in the terms of the film industry currently. Um, it's not great. There's a lot, and there's probably always the case, but there's a lot of really, really just, I don't even want to say bad movies, just movies like that. No, like obviously nobody working on it cared. It was created in a factory essentially, you
Absolutely.
know?
And I also will say I'm not saying this like I'm some bitter asshole who hates everything that's ever come out. Like I think I'm
I am.
better. Like I think I'm better than anything. I'm saying this from the perspective of like we live in a great time for movies, like a very, very good time for movies. This is the first time like in our lifetime, it's like the first time since like probably like grindhouse theaters and like exploitation theaters where you're like watching movies at like 2 a.m. that like nobody played and it's like only one copy of it on film and people are carrying that copy around in a backpack. Like this is the first time since then that we're like being able to see a lot of movies and a lot of stories and stuff like that, like movies like Hereditary and stuff like that that would not be released in a theater 10 years ago. Like to that big of a theatrical opening, or even like as much as the movie was not for me, like a movie like The Green Knight and stuff like that. And it's like that's great. Like we're living in a great time. It's just like we're so close. We're in the grand scheme of things, we're so close to getting it right. it's just like movies. Like I fucking love A24. I think A24 drops a lot of really good movies. Thank God A24 exists, and they have that much weight when it comes to like distribution and stuff like that. But like I think we're at a point where it's like there's a really weird disconnect when I see like a trailer for like the movie, like that horror movie coming out, Men, and I see a trailer for like Jordan Peele's Nope, and then in between those trailers, I see a fucking trailer for Morbius, the Living Vampire, and Doctor Strange 2, and I'm like here seeing some weird grindhouse indie movie, and it's like it's such a weird disconnect where it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, there's a big disconnect.
What are we doing here?
I think there's the disconnect is within general audiences. Like I think you and I are probably above average in terms of film knowledge and understanding of what goes into it. And I don't know. I think we have a good gauge on what makes a good film. And I don't think the average audience member has as good of a gauge, which is fine. I don't even know how you fix it. I guess I just wish it was a different way.
Just like be better people, see better movies. And I'm not
expand your horizon. You're not gonna like
expand your horizon. Dude, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys straight to your face that there are not blockbuster movies that I don't like. Like I fucking saw Venom 2. I thought the movie was fun. That's a fucking fine movie. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, sure, it's fun. We're fun stuff, but it's like broaden your horizons. Like watch better shit. Demand better fucking art from the people who are offering this art.
Because if we all collectively not boycott, I guess, but vote with our wallet that we don't want another Lion King remake or another, I don't know what other remake is being made. Like if you just vote with your wallet, then the people in charge will obviously adjust, right?
We're fucking preach to the choir, man. It's not gonna happen. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. I just wish that there was like a way to like other than people like A24 and stuff like that who are doing God's work. I wish there was a way for whether it's a streaming service or like a distribution company or something like that, like a team of people that were being able to bring more unique ideas and these more silenced artists to the fucking forefront and letting people access their stuff. It's like a perfect example is like the movie Possessor. I think that's one of the best, most unique storylines I've ever seen in a movie in a very, very long time. That movie's fucking crazy. I love it. And the only reason that movie is even remotely relevant is because it's David Cronenberg's son. And if it wasn't directed by him, nobody would know it exists because that movie is a little bit too weird. And it's sad.
What's that? Fucking blanking. What's the Blu-ray company that isn't Blu-ray?
Criterion Collection?
Yeah, Criterion. Check out Criterion because they do a good job of making movies that aren't accessible.
Yeah.
So check out Criterion.
A lot of their shit isn't for me, and I'm saying isn't for me.
That's fine.
That's fine. I think they should exist. It isn't for me because a lot of it is like I think a little bit pretentious, but I do also see a lot of movies on the Criterion Collection that I'm like, holy shit, thank God somebody's fucking producing this.
Yeah, somebody's distributing it.
Somebody's got to be doing it. Yeah, and that's the thing is like I'm willing to say that a lot of these like indie films that I find pretentious could probably be very important to other people. Just like a lot of movies that I find very important to me are probably very, very pretentious and very corny or stupid to other people.
Yeah, and any superhero movie shouldn't be important to anybody.
Just demand better art, man. I don't know. Like I Love You 3000 should not be a thing that people are like, hey, fucking like people are just fucking they just like I think this is, and I don't like if you like Marvel stuff and stuff like that, whatever, I don't care, but like it's the low, like people are just like not even just accepting, they're like consuming and like slurping it up and regurgitating it and riding the dick of the lowest common denominator of creation and the lowest common denominator of effort. And people are like, well, come on, like the worlds they build are crazy. And it's like the worlds they build are crazy with it's not hard to do that kind of shit now with like the modern technology. I'm not saying that these people who are working endless hours under Disney's fucking fascist regime on their computers typing away, making shit on Blender and stuff like that don't deserve credit. They do. They deserve a lot more credit.
Those people are awesome.
But they should be working on better stuff.
Especially animators, because
that's what I'm saying. If you're an animator, you're amazing. You're doing God's work. If you're an animator on like one of these big Disney movies, stuff like that, you're doing God's work. But the problem is that we should demand better things.
Yeah, we're not
so talking that these people are creating better things. I'm talking about the money people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not sitting here shitting on John Boyega because he's in Star Wars. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's why, like, I think I shit on like 2 episodes. 1 or 2 episodes ago, it's like when I was like making a minor rant on like a movie like Black Panther. It's like, because unfortunately, with all due respect to whoever that movie means to, if it means something to you, I don't get to take that from you at all. But it's like, that's the lowest common denominator. Like, because a giant multi-billion-dollar company makes a superhero that is black, that makes that, and they say racism is bad, it's like, we should not commend them that much for fucking doing that. We should not commend them that much for making a character gay or making a character. It's such fucking bullshit. And like the fucking queer baiting or the queer catching or whatever they call it, where they'll be like, oh, John, did you know that John Boyega and Oscar Isaac's character in Star Wars were supposed to be gay? It's like, you don't think that I know that you fucking media people at these big companies sent that out just so you have people talk about it? You never had any idea of it. We should not fucking praise you for putting a gay character in a movie. We should not praise you for creating a black superhero movie. We should be praising people for doing fucking better. Like, do better. And as a consumer, fucking be better, please.
Yeah,
Disney. Or else at the end of the day, we're literally going to be living in a world that every movie is coming out from the same fucking studio. Sure, the directors are different, but they're all the same fucking guy.
Yeah,
they're all the same fucking guy. And thank God somebody like Sam Raimi has the balls and the money now and the fame to be able to like probably tell people,
push back a little bit,
be able to tell people at Disney to go fuck themselves when he wants to do things. But it's like, dudes like Adam Wingard and stuff like that don't have that kind of power. Dudes who are getting scooped up to do, dudes like Ryan Coogler don't have that kind of power. When Ryan Coogler makes 2 very, very, very well-made movies, one of them being a phenomenal movie about race, and then immediately happens to make a movie that involves race that's extremely neutered from saying anything actually important.
Yeah.
Is that a coincidence?
Well, no. Brady, we need the movie to sell in like Saudi Arabia and China, obviously.
We need white people to go to this movie and not feel bad.
Yeah,
fucking bullshit, man.
That too.
Like, you're talking about fucking the guy who made a movie that made me feel horrible for being a white person. And then I go see some movie that's supposed to be his big fucking claim to fame, and they're like, he's a superhero, PlayStation 2 graphics.
Wait, what movie are you talking about?
Black Panther.
No, the first one.
Oh, Fruitvale Station.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. Go watch Steve McQueen movies.
Steve McQueen's awesome. Support
watch Steve McQueen. Watch Steve McQueen movies. Support a black director, and also go watch Steve McQueen movies. The old white guy. Because fuck it, why not? Go watch The Great Escape or whatever.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Steve McQueen's also
dead squeak. Dead
Squeak McQueen.
Squeak McQueen.
Squeak McQueen.
Dead Steve McQueen. It's hard to say.
Is he dead?
The old actor.
He's got to be, right?
Oh yeah, he's hella dead, bro.
He was in The Great Escape, right? And like The Italian Job or some shit.
Yeah, he's in The Italian.
They made a reference to him in fucking that. What's that movie that's 3 hours long and shit? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I will say also the only big budget grindhouse movie that ever existed in the last like 5 years was Django Unchained, and you can't change my mind. That movie's a grindhouse movie as far as grindhouse movies go.
I won't argue.
They said make black man kill white slave drivers, and they're like, yeah. And then
the movie's fucking wicked.
That's the best Tarantino movie.
No, it's not. But it's okay.
No, it is.
But it's okay. No, it's your favorite one. I think
it's my favorite one, and it's the best one.
Like Kill Bill and Pulp Fiction, those are probably my favorites.
Oh, Kill Bill might be better. Fuck. I don't know. If you were, I thought you were gonna say Inglourious Bastards. I was gonna leap
No.
through
Although
the camera.
people really, that's a controversial movie. People fucking don't like it.
Fucking.
I think it's awesome. It's a great
Is it
movie.
your brother that says this is his favorite movie of all time?
It was for a while when he was like a teenager.
Oh, is it not anymore?
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Last time I checked, it was, but I don't really.
I'll ask him again. I don't remember.
I don't really check what your brother's favorite movie is often, because that's a take. That's definitely a take.
It's a take. 100%. It's a take.
I don't think it's a hot take either. People.
The best part is he won't even hear. He won't even hear this.
Oh, that's on him. We could just shit talk your brother for an entire episode.
We could. Motherfucker doesn't listen. I've asked him so many times if he listens. Not even my own family.
It's okay. None of my family listens to mine either.
It's fine. Well, I think that'll do it.
I'm sorry that I went on another movie rant, guys. I feel like that's what this podcast is becoming at this point.
Kinda.
Yeah. I don't know. Watch Ryan Hollinger videos. Even though I use him as a scapegoat. He's a great.
Make a Letterboxd account.
Don't make a Letterboxd account. Go fuck yourself.
And then ask Brady to be your friend.
I don't have
Letterboxd have friends?
I don't have Letterboxd, so I don't know.
Okay. I don't have Letterboxd either, but
stupid.
It seems like a good way to keep track of movies that you've seen.
It's a great way to keep track of movies, but it's also a really good way to feel that you're important.
Yeah, that's the thing. It probably does.
Next time you think about like reviewing a movie on Letterboxd, just keep that shit to yourself, eh? Tell your friends and keep that shit to yourself, huh?
Yeah, well, like I mean, are people other than like actual noted people in media who review movies? Does anybody give a fuck about anybody's Letterboxd? If I made a Letterboxd,
they do, because when like fucking 30 people say something's racist in a movie or something's like shitty in a movie, and then like some random TMZ or something picks up being like, people are fucking losing their mind on Letterboxd over this, you know, that bullshit.
Or they're
happens, like, people are mad about this, and it's like, who's people? Like 3 people that you saw on the internet. Mm-hmm. And then it becomes a big thing because some fucking stupid TMZ fucking soulless little piece of shit twerp fucking brings it up like, fuck you and your opinions on fucking movies.
You gotta get the clicks, man. Shit.
I'll fucking click your fucking head.
Wait, should we clickbait this podcast and try and get views?
I have a Brady O'Brien gets a boner on his own podcast.
Wait and see what happens next.
Actually, speaking of movies, we are going to be releasing something hopefully next week. I think we're reviewing a movie. We're reviewing a movie, and we're not reviewing a good movie. We're reviewing the best movie.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up.
Should I just tell them what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna be reviewing the feature-length film Battle Los Angeles, because me and Evan have weird memories of the movie where we don't quite remember anything about the movie other than that the trailer was really good and the movie was really bad.
Battle Los Angeles 2011, directed by Jonathan Liebesman.
And I'll tell you right now,
let's check out Mr. Liebesman's.
That is not because that is not a thing where the movie is not for us. That movie stinks, as far as I know. It's like a blockbuster. So we can on it.
Brady.
What? Did he make something else?
He directed 4 episodes of that Halo series that's coming out.
Ooh.
We're in for a stinker, boys. He directed Genesis and Catastrophe. Never heard of it. Darkness Falls.
He did not make Darkness Falls.
Yep.
No, he didn't.
He made a video short for The Ring. Stop Texas
that 1
Chainsaw
second.
Massacre: The Beginning.
Ooh.
The Killing Room 2009. Battle Los Angeles, Wrath of the Titans, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
yeah.
The Shannara Chronicles, don't know what that is, and now Halo. So that's his.
He was also the executive producer on the 2020 Dr. Dolittle remake. Dude, he made Darkness Falls.
I'm excited.
Have you ever seen Darkness Falls?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, we're reviewing that movie too. We're gonna watch that movie. That movie is crazy. It's a horror movie about the Tooth Fairy.
Like Shrek, but a horror movie?
No, like The Rock playing the Tooth Fairy, but a movie. And the bad, what is the villain's name? Matilda Dixon. Oh, nice. Man. Oh man, dude. I want to know if it still has it. That movie has like a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that.
At a boy.
9%.
Jonathan Liebesman.
Jonathan
killing the game out there. So yeah, if you want to watch that movie with us, we're gonna have a YouTube video up either this week or next week. We haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah, maybe if it does well, we'll watch more movies.
Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll just turn into a Pretty Much It knockoff. Sounds good to me.
Pretty much tits.
We'll call it Pretty
It's
Much
about,
Tits.
it's just we rate movies on how if
With our shirts off.
no, what the fuck? We rate movies on if they have boobs in them. Paddington 2,
0 out of 10.
0 out of
No
10.
tits in
No
Paddington.
boob. Who made it? What's it? Oh, okay. Ooh, oh, okay. Ooh,
Okay,
ooh,
we're gonna.
ooh,
One last thing.
I was wondering who, I don't know why I thought about it, who made Chronicle with Dane DeHaan, because I remember that movie's pretty good. And it's the same guy who made Fan Four Stick. And that Capone movie with Tom Hardy in it that apparently came out 2 years ago that I thought didn't come out, but okay.
I'm sure it was great.
Wild. Oh, and Tom Hardy apparently doesn't even play Al Capone in it. He plays a guy named Fonz. Okay, that was weird.
Whoever Fonz is. Okay. Typhus or something. What did he die of?
God's syphilis, I think. I think Al Capone died of syphilis. A lot of people dying of syphilis back then. Godspeed, you slutty little things. Thank you for participating in my rant. Look out for the Battle Los Angeles video coming out not tomorrow. No. Coming out whenever it fucking comes out. You'll see it when it comes out. And then you know what, maybe we'll get a guest on next week or something, because I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing it from us. Or we'll do something fun next week where it's not just like a rant or something, where we'll have something planned.
Yeah.
This has been Live from the Void. I am Void Boy Brady. This is Void Boy Evan.
Evan.
Signing off. Oh. This is Void Boy Brady and Void Boy Evan signing off.